Hi guys, this is Carolyn, pediatric nurse Carolyn at Sarasota Pediatrics. Listen, I understand the world. I understand the changes that we're going through. I also understand people, places, and things. So with that being said, we can't just go uproot families and have no place to put them. We can't go uproot families and leave their kids behind. So my philosophy, if you're going to uproot the mother and the father and they don't have no one to keep their kids, you take the kid, let the mother and father take their kids with them. That's just, common sense. So I've been looking around trying to figure out where can we place these people in a safe environment. The military has put in a budget which we have not yet used all the money and some of the hidden money that is there enclosed as well. So I've been exploring the abandoned veterans hospitals. So I'm going to read this article out to you guys and you tell me, what do you think about this? Founded back in 1851, this known abandoned veteran hospital complex was known once as Gem of the Nation Capital, as it proudly served United States veteran of war for well over 150 years. Most veterans were entered the institution suffering from wide host of physical and psychological conditions that develop as a result of their military service. The hospital, which consists of a few different buildings, offered the first official sanctuary for thousands of veterans who sought out treatment and sanctuary and retirement. Okay, so with that being said, that's an abandoned building now here in the United States. And then it goes, unfortunately, in recent years, the veteran hospital fell on tough times. Medical expenses have skyrocketed while less money is coming in from fees and fines to sustain the facility. The trust fund has been severely depleted from 2010 to 2016, and funds balance fell from 186.5 million to 54.7 million in 2018. The hospital financial assistance to help subsidize their finances, their complex also had to sell several acres of land and some of the buildings to help recoup issues and losses. Although the veteran hospital remains active today, many of the aging historical buildings are vacant and have been for a few years. The main hospital building itself closed sometimes around 2010 when a newer modern hospital was built nearby. Currently, this is a discussion of what appears to be inevitable redevelopment at the hospital complex. As we enter the new year of 2023, it will be rather interesting to see what happens to the historic veteran complex and brings us to the end of abandoned veterans hospital videos. We hope everyone liked the video and you can see more photos of our site, on which you have to go on the abandoned building of the VAs in the United States. So that building there could house some of the deportation instead of uprooting and making it a clean humanity environment. Make it nice and clean. So why can't we put money into that, even though there's immigration status is pending? We can open up all sorts of revenue and avenues to help those people instead of just sending back to their countries. That's not just Mexicans. That's all nationalities. All visas that has been expired, even from education visas that has expired, and you guys send them back home. So with that being said, listen, United States government, I request that you come together in a Senate meeting and realize how you can accommodate the family and the deportation law. Deportation law, you have to have a subject. You have to have a placement. You can't just uproot 200 and 300 people and place them in Chrome and place them in Tallahassee, wherever you guys place them at, in other states. you're invading the population for that state. So you need to know how much finances is going into the budget for that state than you just picking up and throwing them somewhere else. People are human as well. So Donald Trump and Vance, what are you going to do about it? The military, what are you guys going to do about it? This would bring a very important guideline to yourself as well as to the United States, America, diplomacy, regaining our diplomacy back from the uproot of the fight. So let me see how you can accommodate my request, which is more than right humanity. So there's no more humanity in anything. Everybody is just feasible for money, 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 money. Let me see what you do with the budget. Let me see the quarterly budget. Let me see. Thank you guys. I appreciate you listening to me. But those are just some of the inquiries that I did pick up this morning. I don't do too much live. I just, vibe on my own. But help me out. Because we got Haitians, we got Jamaicans, we got Bahamians, we got Chinese, we got Arabs, we got what? We got all of them. They want to deport. So it's no exception. So don't think you cannot. When they be talking about Mexican, they're talking about every other culture as well. So don't subsidize and just focus mainly on the Spanish. Okay? Don't just subject that. Brighter minds, brighter future.